Alright, I get a free double bonus tonight. That long vlog I just shot is worthy of the hard tar because it's related to the shit going on. But it's also a personal vlog that's suitable for big wood vlogs. So it's a double post, and I get a little more redundancy and expand the smaller side channel. And this is another free little vlog. I am very, 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 very good about keeping my shit together and keeping it safe. And the reason I haven't decorated and organized all this, I have one foot out the door, and that work, like, I almost feel like it would trigger it. Like, if I put 10 hours of work organizing this into a clean office-scape, then I'll immediately get evicted. Like, I just got that gut feeling. So the energy I would spend in 10 hours goes to researching marinas and law about mortgage and RV information and financing, credit building, and, documenting my stalkers and their horrible impersonation shit, and on and on and on. So, I try to be productive and efficient. And largely I am, and I get a lot done. I forgot to finish the thought. I keep all my shit together. I'm very careful with it. I try to do things right. And like, I maintenance my car, I get my oil changes. Oh, $40 for an oil change. Oh, wow. Oh, shit. I make sure I got a chain maintenance kit for the bike, which is one of my projects recently I meant to do and didn't get a chance to get done. I have chain cleaning solution and triple-sided brush thing, and I got an idea for cleaning the bike. I have one bike with a closed drive train and one bike with a chain, and I'm gonna the FJR has an internal drive system, and I'm gonna do that and just soon, but I take care of my shit. Well, this is one of my this is a Shinwei phone holder, and the Shinwei, I have to give them a shout out again. They gave me a free one. I lost this knob, and I have a second one somewhere on my shit at storage. I have a second one of these, and it's a bomb-ass phone holder. It can even hold the old one in a military case, and this one, the new S25, fits nicely in here. It's metal. It's aluminum. It's solid, and it has screw tight, like it's exactly what you want. And this is a cool knob. It's just that I had it loosened, so it's got a ball bearing that's a huge range, and you just tighten it up at whatever. Hold up, motherfucker. Oh no, you're gonna have to look. I'm sorry. Were you eating? Were you eating? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. So, oh, what the fuck was that? I raised it's a tripod with the extendable sections. So, sometimes I wonder if I cleaned up, can I get back in action? Y'all might want to leave me alone in a situation where I could play video games and be by myself, because You don't want me breeding, do you? Seriously, though, I'm that type of dude that will knock up a rich teenager and see what happens. Got some fat 19-year-old and wants to make daddy mad. Honestly, I'm so jaded. Like, after I was hot for a while 15 years ago, and I got such good pussy that I got jaded, and now I'm like, my level of disrespect is so high that bitches can't tolerate me. However, I'm good at, like, I have flagrant encounters all the time where people are like impressed that I showed that there was a hoe here recently, and I fucking showed her the video where a random fat bitch started begging for cock when I was fighting with the cops. That just happened. That's completely that, and that has happened several times in my life. That type of these nuts I've gotten. But that happens to every man, honestly, eventually. Like, mostly. But the frequency, 2010, 11, 12 were great. I wish it were 2010 right now. I'm thinking about that Facebook picture. Like, how do I... It's got to go up one more, right? Hold up. It's a pretty good tripod. It didn't fit some of my shit, but now it fits. Better? Tender? Grinder? Oh. Do you know how gay hot I am? And Grinder, like, well, if I was about to brag about something people don't really need to brag about. Like, if you're a C minus, you have to be like a D flat to... Oh, boy. Oh, okay. I wish people had just left me alone. Why? Think about the marina fucking with me here. The police came over because the stalkers bothered me. All that anyone ever had to do is tell the police not to come bother me. And I would have never had a visitor. I did one trade selling a PlayStation off Craigslist and had a personal visitor on the dock. That's it. When I had the hooker over here, I was after they moved me to the guest dock, segregated me from everyone, and the whole idea was on December 31st when they said they were coming to get me out, I had company, I had witness. Before that, I did bang the hoe one time and knew where she was. That was in November. But I went years last time. So the odds are I wouldn't have had, like, the odds are, unless she works that street for 2 years, I'm dead serious. I would have never talked to, like, it's just that way. I'm that way. I'm fucking weird like that. But on December 31st, I wanted help and witnesses, and, like, I just, like, okay, they're coming on this date. I don't want to be alone, and I went and got someone, and then she got scared because of the messages from the stalkers and took off. But that was only here at the guest dock. And I was only after, I mean, that may have happened anyway. I may have had them to the main marina if they had not moved my boat. But if they hadn't moved my boat and left me alone, what are they tripping on? My stalkers were harassing me. I don't do anything on my boat. I'm just in a little apartment for a poor disabled man. I don't want anything to do with anyone. They taunt me. They make fun of me. They provoke me. What do I do? There was nothing going on here. I had one dude one time come to buy a PlayStation. I sold my old PlayStation when I bought the current PlayStation. Simple. That's it, I swear it. That and pizza delivery, when I met them up on the gate, obviously. Well, I mean, everyone up on the gate, but I had the only person that came through that security gate was my one Craigslist deal, and it would stay like that because I'm paranoid. The hooker I hooked up with was in the back of my truck. I got a fucking big ass truck. Like, it was simple. I just in an alleyway. It was kind of hot. actually was really hot. She was sweet. There's different level, like having a connection. It's hard to explain. I did go bareback. I did cream pie that bag with permission. I'm weird about that one. Back in the days, being a prostitute, 100%, 100% without exception, demanded prophylactic use. Every time, even oral. Like, I always use protection. However, when it's reversed, not so much, because I'm worried about me, and thanks to the butt circumcision, it's my time. But frequently, if not majority, no, 3-to-1, I wouldn't nut during a paid sexual encounter. Rough off the top of my head, like that, like most of the time, maybe 3 times the time. Like that ain't really what it's a. But a couple, some, even get aroused a few times, which is a valuable life learning lesson. Like, I've been aroused having gay sex, but barely. And to say 1% is generous. Very, very, very generous. But it also doesn't really bother me because I don't care. If you're doing it safely and whatever. Like, look at the Greeks, motherfucker. And that is just, the people are alpha male and religious dumbasses, and they're stupid, and it's all it is. It's fucking stupid. Like, I'm not gay, honey, but you do you, and I'm comfortable. Like, if you pay me enough, there'll be a price. You could butt fuck me for a price. And I swear it 15 years ago, that was a thing. I need a dance. I need the sun. You jealous, you small dick. Aaron especially. You jealous motherfucker. One more story about Aaron. We got our dick sucked by a hooker in Over the Rhine, Cincinnati, and he was tripping out because he had nigger spit on his dick. Black woman. And I was cool, because you're good, don't worry. Like, blowjobs aren't going to give you a disease. It's all cool. It's all cool. If you suck your brother's dick, nothing's going to happen. Blowjobs are cool. Trust me. You could buy 1,000 of them, and nothing's ever going to, it's fine. I still never got an STD, and I'm 40. Like, I'm done. Like, it's all, I'm surprised, too, but, yeah, you're good. And we got off the freeway going to my place. And the idea, we were stopping in a restaurant. It was pizza, beer, and video games at my house. And it was a Star Wars spaceship fighter game. I can't remember the name. I'm not that good, but I vaguely remember. It was a Star Wars fight. I don't think I ever even played the multiplayer on it. I had a GameCube. This is college. I worked at Bob Evans washing dishes. And he had nigger spit on his dick. So he was like, you can't go back up there, and like, don't turn left and go out towards your place. Go down here to the right to the gas station and shit where I can go wash myself. So we ended up doing it. When I got out of the car, I had khaki shorts on, and I put my wallet in my pants and missed it and dropped it on the ground and went into the bathroom to take a piss to get back out. And it was gone. And that was it. I lost my wallet and a chunk of money. And the hooker offered us drugs. And to this day, I remember that. I remember how the fates treated me that day. I told the hooker no to drugs. And I really thought about it. Like, I am all like, we could do drugs. We just got our dick sucked. We're going after beer, pizza, and video games. No, you know what? Beer, pizza, video games, and we just got our dick sucked. That's enough. We don't need to do drugs. No. And then got my wallet jacked and lost everything. If we'd have gotten those drugs, we would have been hyper paranoid, and I would not have lost my fucking wallet like that. Like that's a stark lesson from the faith. I tried to be a good boy to an extent, as long as hookers and beer and pizza are cool, video games. But it fucked me. And that was one of the big fuck me's too. And my parents get mad at me about that shit. That was bad. But I was like, $20 each, and that skips dating, and we can skip straight to video games and pizza and shit. Fuck, dude. It worked, and it's fine. But then shortly after that's when I actually got kidnapped, but that was because I was ignorant and young. I was 19. Like, I had to have someone else buy the beer. Get an adult to buy me beer. Maybe 20. Yeah, it'd be 20 in Northern. Although I will say this, at Northern I did fake it sometimes, and I got away with it. And I even got a co-worker minor at Bob Evans' booze one day. I'd stop off before work and get a bottle of wine and just keep it for later. And it worked a couple of times. Like 3 out of 4 times it worked. I don't remember, maybe 4 or 5 times, something like that. I did it. And I didn't once, but it did a couple of times. And I made a little money for food and shit. Right when I started it, I made a little. I mentioned that to a coworker. Somehow I was like, "Hey, dude, I'll give you a little money if you can give it." I'll try. Okay, yeah, I did. Thank you. I eat today. Oh, and the stalkers are going to attack this, but think about what the point of this video was. The efficiency, man. This tripod is 4 years old now, or 3. Or which one is this from? The Shenhui. No, that was in almost camp before I moved into the apartment stuff. That was at least 2022. And I set it to the side, and it didn't fit some other shit, but this one, it fits nicely, and it's a metal bracket, a Shenhui again. And when I messaged them saying, "Hey, I lost the bolt to the thing. All I need is that one bolt, and it's imperfect. It's fucking drilled aluminum. It's fine. It'll be blast forever." And they sent me a whole new one for free. Shipping too for free. So $40 something, I think. And I have to say, this Shenhui is. I should get a link. Someone remind me to put a link on there. And the tripod's one of the basic ones I had too. I got another one with a flexible. It's the one for the camera. But you know what? I think I'll charge right now. Fuck. I just remembered that. I've been trying to come up with excuses. I've got an action camera because I wanted it. A necklace camera for survival reasons and all that. But, like, if someone attacks me, I've never had a chance to use it. I just wanted it on hand. I had an action camera 360, which I've always preferred, but it got stolen at Romana's. She's a cunt. She's a stinky cunt. Oh boy. So yeah, Chris, have you ever thought about that? You're risking people's lives. You're risking everything for your ego or to have fun bullying a faggot. I never did anything to you, and you know it. I didn't do anything wrong here. I got swatted. You got tricked. And you got up in my face and set me off and told me I didn't need to be here. I needed to lose everything I own. Lose my future, lose my home, lose what I was going to do with my disability for a very long period of time. And frankly, let's get real, $550 rent is life-changing. I clearly did the work. While this was happening, I had the Bimini top out. Remember how I didn't have it up there and then it appeared magically? That's because it was away at the shop. I was working on it. And I had $18,000 I could put on it for real. And I had a mechanic which has been here and looked at it and actually gave me more. Like he said, my shit's better off. The good engine he has more hope for. No, seriously, he said that I could get one engine running for $2,000. The engine that was running for $2,000, and then, but there's another $2,000 worth of work too. It's complicated with the fuel system, and he's got his own facilities to do that because he's got a mechanic shop up here on the water. Like I know what's going on there. Like I had a plan to work on the boat, but people enjoy bullying me. And they're going to try to tell you that I'm a bad guy and they need to stop me. But what they're not telling you is if I do bad things, it's going to be because they triggered me. And I don't do bad things. Like, I'm actually a pretty straight up guy. And useful in a lot of situations. Aaron's jealous of me. I know I saw tonight the rat face thing was Aaron. He's jealous, but he has a fucking mother and father. I got sold and bought and was treated horribly as a child, and I didn't have siblings, and I didn't have people helping me. I didn't have a car at 18. Like I didn't have anything. I walked. When he visited me at school, we walked down the street, and people would laugh and make fun of us. Country roads, you don't walk down the fucking road, but we did because we were paupers. We actually did this thing where we would hum a song from, I forget what movie it's from, some biblical movie. It's like da 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 da. I forget the context of some, and I believe it's one of those biblical movies, something like that. But it's a marching beat. I'm dead serious. Having cigarettes every day would be, and their cigarettes are cheaper there. That's like $5 to them or something. I don't know. And he's jealous that I've got unlimited weed and beer and some basic, a nice phone, TV, Xbox, or PlayStation. Actually, I don't do Xbox. Why did I say that? The societal term. I go, oof, that was a fuck up. Actually, I got a PC, and PC is, the new Xboxes are going to be PC based. I was looking at that, I'm a geek. But he's an idiot, and he blows all his money on dope, and they don't know how to hold on to shit, and they sell shit and pawn shit back in Kentucky. I just never fucking sell anything, and I'm stingy, and I watch every dollar. And the last PlayStation lasted 23, 24, and 25. If no one fucks with this one, I plan on it lasting about, like, pretty much precisely half of a decade. So holidays, 2030. If I live that long. Half a decade? Do you understand how many days that is, man? Let's see, 10 days with 1,650. So 1,500. 1,800 days. And remember how much weed I got for it? The old PlayStation I went like 4 months. Back east, that might be as much. Like, I may not have spent anything. Like, I sold my old PlayStation and got value out of it more than the new one. Like, I'm just frugal. Be frugal, you quit fucking up. You're fuck up. Now, you all try to fuck my life up. And imagine, remember Romana and the crazy expensive 4-figure tow bill? And then here I had like a $600-something tow bill. And, you know, shit like, and the bike impound with the cops and they lied and said my license wasn't right. I've been hitting the head a lot recently. Like, it's not. That shit's serious, man. And after all kidding aside, like, the dog helped me with that. I have a problem with that, and I fucked up telling people those two things are connected. I should have used PTSD for the dog. That's a fine example. PTSD is a common function, way more familiar to people. I just had a specific problem I was trying to deal with, and people bullied me for it. They're wicked. They're evil. Aaron's jealous. I just saw 2 weeks ago he had on my stalker channel. He's at me. Trying to expose me. Motherfucker, I'm a good guy. I don't abuse Walmart's return policy. Or Amazon's either, and they have crazy shit. Well, I fucking really did. You know, I pay my insurance. I got my tags right for my car. I'm a good guy. Aaron's just a fucking weirdo who's into this adrenochrome shit that thinks I'm a child-eating pedophile. And also he knows I'm a nigger lover and he's a racial purist. He's the one that my high school girl, the black girl, I told her to call him to get a message to me. So, like, there's no hiding me being a nigger lover. I am guilty as charged for that. But I also am not a breeder and told her no kids. And she can confirm that. I think we did that. I recorded a video of me and her talking, proving that she wasn't 12 years old when I raped her. Like, that was what they kept fucking saying. Nope, she's an adult. She's my age, exactly, precisely. I need to brush my hair more to stimulate it. It's getting slovenly. I did this obsessively when I was in the psych ward. When I went to Patton State Hospital, I combed my hair so much that people were tripping. But I didn't have any products for 6 months in jail. And I went to the state mental hospital. I didn't have any more products, but I had a long comb. So and I learned that, you know what? Your own scalp oil is a hair product. You just gotta work. But I don't have a lot of good shit right now either. It was Fruities, like the green Walmart shit. I'm not really proud of what was in my... And I've been doing it infrequently too, like 4 times a month. So just to rinse out with a little bit of bar soap in there. And I'm trying to work out a little bit, but I'm injured and old. I need those testosterone supplements. Oh, it's actually like physically a little bit of exercise to some resistance. But yeah, I've got my hair. I love my hair. As a child, I was abused and told that I'd be beaten severely for daring to have hair. I'm gonna leave it down. It's cool in here. And I tried a couple of times to have it and failed. And when I hit 18, I was like, I'm going to grow my hair and you can't stop me now, and tried to grow it. But I didn't know anything about growing hair, and I didn't have any good products. And I had dandruff real bad, so I used Head and Shoulders and bar soap, and that's it for my hygiene. And my shit got dry like cotton. It was crazy bad. Really bad. And I gave up. Now, I actually have some fucking shit in there. I need to do that. But, okay, the bullies drown out my positive supporters, but I have to have the evidence of a lot of shit. So some of the YouTube is necessary to do some extra. Well, it's kind of like a why not? Because I'm one step away from getting monetized, a little bit of income, and it's about $4 per thousand. So $2 for a video like this, 500 view video. It's not a lot, but when you have spikes and you have hundreds of videos and multiple other channels, it can bleed over into other stuff. So over time, it builds up. Years go by. And I have all the crazy potential of, well, I mean, I live on a boat, and this is kind of cool on the video game shit, whatever. Businesses fighting service dog discrimination is one thing. Fighting cops, documenting cops and what they're doing. That's pretty popular this day and age. And bikes. I keep meaning to fucking do bike videos, but I'm scared of the stalkers for good reason. They could just rat me out. And I do have some footage, and I've done that once already. And somewhere back there, there's a couple of me doing crazy high speed, like 140 mile an hour pulls on the freeway, and I diligently waited over a year to publish them to make sure they're beyond the statute of limitations, which is a rich man trick to have some fun. And you know what, VinWiki and Cannonball Run and fucking Daily Driven Exotics, all these people do shit like that, and it's necessary. Although you can't see my speedometer for shit. Like, there's no way. That's no. Yeah. But when it was my main transportation, I didn't want to risk it. And now that it's not, I still have my other shit, and the stalkers were fucking with it. So I still didn't. Like, I'm just careful with my shit. Like, I'm careful. I got an oil change, and everything's fine. You know, it's gonna age in the scale. Oh, and the FDR thing. That's cool. Oh my god, did I do the comments of the fucking stalker video? Yep, and I did not. Fuck me, son of a bitch. See, I don't even. People are like, you're paranoid. I'm like, dude, I missed some shit. Like, I don't even get it all. Okay, it's not a felony to make you account. Start calling 911. They said they were going to blow me up and feed me my own shit off their bloody veiny cocks. This is why I drink. I kicked out of storage. All the other storage sent me, dropped my cell phone in the marina, which is true. Supposedly there was going to be a mechanics lien on my SUV. Why would there be a mechanics lien on my SUV? I have no outstanding bills in the SUV. I don't have payments on it. It's an old beat up truck. It's fine. It's just a basic square bread box with wheels and a duct tape on the dash. It's cool. And his boat seized to pay his bond. The bond was paid in cash on the table. I did a video about that. It has nothing to do with my bond. That was paid. That was just $9,000 at the top. All those years of him abusing others, something coming back on him. Robbed and wallet was taken. True? Yep, true. Trying to rob himself and beat himself up for the wallet. He blamed loose the wallet. Nope. I was over at a homeless camp trying to pick up a hooker actually I was not picking up a hooker that day. I was making plans with the hooker for a future event because it needs a little bit of, JB, the self-proclaimed sociopath. That's one of my stalker the JB accounts. JB is a faggot. JB is gay. JB sucks. That's all stalker stuff. I don't know who he is. It's another one of their victims. But when they make an account to fuck with him, they can interact with everything. So they just bounce around with that account, and that has nothing to do with me. But it's someone else, a bully. This is my neighbor, fucking with me. The MAGA Haga. Got my SUV back. Luxury yachts. Seas. I appreciate this is a good vintage. 1985 was a wonderful vintage, man. Wonderful vintage. But it's also my birth year, so I'm a little bit biased. Is he not capable of running things back? Call 911, making threats again. Insanity. Makes you repeat the same things over and over. His children, he's saying he wants his children like an eager housewife. I don't know what that means. So on, just for me. So I'm so honored. I'll call him. I'll call 911 just for me. If going to English, you would know a bit about common law. You would know I never mentioned his name or his initials in my last comment. He made a video on how his 1,000-foot long luxury yacht was going to be seized for bail money. What the fuck are these people talking about? I have a defunct 32-foot boat that I'm satisfied with and grateful to have, but is minimalist would be a good word. A mechanic's lien because I don't have $3,500 for repairs. What are you talking about? The truck's been out. I don't understand what you're saying. They just make shit up. It's not a felony to make a YouTube account impersonating someone. To make a YouTube account impersonating someone. Here's the thing. It can be if you trick them into thinking that they're talking to the right person. And they tricked at least some. There's 3 people I know of from my old life as a child that they tricked for sure. Then whoever knows with people I didn't hear about from childhood or this stuff, like interaction with the stalkers or the cops. Please do this. I don't know what I do. Nigger name. Stalking. Cold surface of the men on his boat. That's why its back hurts all the time. Actually, I threw my boat out with a hooker. And I mean, it was a female hooker though. Oh, right here, it's my neighbor. I'm calling to my neighbor. The one he accused of everything that's been happened to him or his boat. You know, like shot at my window. 5150 swatting incoming. Good thing I'm documenting this, but this needs more. Coming with stalkers coming with a bunch of boats. Oh, I'm suffering from delusions. How many channels do I have now? Nigger name. And then he says this is my main channel. Everything else was taken over by the trolls. Okay, thanks for letting me know. I know the trolls. I know how the trolls can be. How tough it was in it to change your name to nigger name from your given name of Richard Crowell, accusing me of being Richard Crowell, who is a Megan's Law pedophile. Right there. Right there. Right there. Right there. Can I fucking take a snapshot? Yes, I can. Haha, good Samsung. I think I just took a still picture while videoing. Liar, liar, big on fire. He has too many, but he bounces between Bigwood and the hard tard. Bigwood, smallest. Bigwood vlogs. Only Bigwood VLOGS vlogs is the real one. I think there is an impersonation without the vlogs. The hard tart is real, but it has to be that current one. Docta Canis and Colt Free Caliber. Colt Free Caliber is my original video game name and was my old Call of Duty name, but I've changed it now. I'm migrating towards Docta Canis because Docta Canis was my most popular brand name at 10,000 subscribers, and it sounds cool. Regularly, people say it sounds cool. I came up with the name. I get to use it. That's intellectual property. Nothing is tough for the hard tard. Don't use my ninja name. Megan's Law Wood out there. Liar, liar, pants on fire. He's friends with the pedophile. Talking about the court date the next day. I called the cops on this one, Mr. Oh, yep, but my neighbor. The officer came down, had a 10-minute conversation. I want his firearms inspected. Okay. And also, does he got a pellet gun? I might shot my window out or know something more. I saw about a bullet quiet gun. There was a quiet gun Russian revolver documentary in my feed on YouTube, and I was like, and people that happens, I see things like that when people interact with my account, stuff that they're into. And that's how it works. But and there's good things about that too. But then when I saw that, like a silenced pistol, huh? Like a small silenced pistol, I don't know, but we all see that, and I assumed pellet gun because those get sold at Walmart, but I don't fucking know. Tarman no PP. Racist YouTuber cult word slurs minorities nigger name. 5-star rating. Niggers. I'm not racist. I just cursed. You're a gay faggoty bitch. Trump derangement syndrome. Oh my god, I'm supposed to do the others too. We did this one. We did this one. Now it's this one. And I need... I, I, uh, I need salivation. I need to rest my mind, so I'm going to relax for a little bit and come back to this later. I hope I remember your mother.